Chapter 686, The Animal Danger Planet Villain. Part 1, Avalanche Rescue in Siberia. ******. At the estate I was watching TV at 9 p.m. Then the alarm went off. Uh-oh. The computer popped up and it showed that there was a tremendous avalanche in Siberia, Russia, and it showed that someone was buried in 10 to 20 feet of snow. Oh man. I better get over there. I flew off to Siberia. ******. I flew over the site of the avalanche and it was stormy and bone-chilling cold. I turned on my infrared vision and it found a person buried under 20 feet of snow. Barely alive. There. I spun around and blew all the snow away, and when there was only 1 foot of snow left I lifted it away and I got a shock when I saw who was buried under the snow. It was Bridget. Gasp. Bridget. Bridget was in really bad shape. She was covered in bruises and scrapes and she had a lot of broken bones. I checked for her pulse and she had 1. She's still alive. I have to get her to a hospital. I picked her up bridal style. Hang on Bridget. I'm gonna get you to a hospital. I used instant transmission and beamed to a hospital in Canada. Toronto, Canada. In Toronto, Canada, I rushed into the hospital and Bridget was rushed into surgery. As I waited for the doctor to come out, I was praying for Bridget to make a safe recovery. Bridget, just hang in there. The doctor came out. Dr. JD? Yes? Dr. Nakoma, I'm Dr. Gary Nakoma of the Trauma Center. Bridget is gonna be alright. She did however sustain bad injuries to her legs and her right arm. Some ribs were cracked and she has a minor concussion. Thank goodness doctor. Is she awake? Dr. Nakoma, she is. The avalanche broke her right leg in 2 places and she has a twisted arm. Her left leg is broken. All in all, Bridget is one lucky girl. She sure is. I went into her room. She was in her aqua blue robe and she had a bandage on her head and her arm and legs were in a cast and she had an IV drip in her. Hey Bridget. Bridget, JD? What happened? You were found over in Siberia, Russia, buried under 10 to 20 feet of snow from a tremendous avalanche. You would have died if I hadn't saved you. Bridget gasped when she heard me say that and then she broke down crying. I went over and sat on her bed and comforted her. Jeff came in and he was worried. Hey Jeff. She's had a major traumatic experience. When Bridget calmed down, Bridget told us what happened. We were shocked. What? Blaine Ely did this to you? Bridget, yeah. She kidnapped me and sent me to Siberia to meet a super fan and I never realized that it was all a ploy that would try to kill me. That's awful. Jeff, this is not like Blaine Ely. You and I have known her on Celebrity Manhunt and Total Drama Aftermath. How can she do something like this? That's what I would like to know as well. Bridget's mom and dad and little brother and sister came in. They hopped onto her bed. Little Bridget, sis, what happened to you? Bridget, I'm alright. Bridget's mom, thank goodness you're okay, sweetheart. Bridget's dad, thank you so much for saving Bridget, JD. You're welcome. Blaine Ely then came in and I saw all of Bridget's family looking at her with a menacing and hateful glare. Then I noticed something on the back of Blainely's neck. Wait a second. Blaine Ely, there's something on the back of your neck. Blaine Ely, what is it, JD? Hold still. I move her hair and saw a bandage on the back of her neck and pull it off, and under the bandage was a computer chip implanted into the back of her neck. It's some kind of computer chip. Bridget's dad, how did that get there? That's what I would like to find out. I pulled the chip out and Blaine Ely had a tremendous headache. Blaine Ely, groans, what a headache. let's head back to Team Loud Phoenix Storm Estate and run an analysis. Bridget, okay. Me, be careful Bridget. I rolled in a wheelchair and we went back to the estate. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the estate I was analyzing the chip and the computer revealed some very strange and very sophisticated technological details. Me, this is a really sophisticated and highly unusual chip. Bridget, what is it? Me, it's a mind control chip. It's full of artificially created neurotransmitter circuitry. Microwave-controlled cerebral cortex stimulation. It also has some kind of piggyback mechanism in it that can erase the memory of what the person did while the chip was activated. Blaine Ely had a bag of ice on her neck. Blaine Ely, that explains why I don't remember sending Bridget off to Siberia like that to her death. Nico, whoever built this chip really knew what they were doing. Me, they sure did. Let me see if I can trace the radio waves to where they came from. I typed in a sequence and it traced the radio waves to a house that is in the central part of the city. It pulled up a picture of who owns the house and we got a major shock. It belonged to none other than Scarlett. We gasped in shock and horror. Me, Scarlett? Bridget, Scarlett tried to kill me? Me, she sure did. Maria, so I guess being a bad guy is okay as long as Scarlett is doing it, huh? Me, from the looks of things yes. She just will never learn. First she tried to blow up Paito Island and take everyone on it with it, then she badmouths the entire Redemption Squad, and now she has the gall to try and kill Bridget by making Blaine Ely do it against her will. Bridget, what a monster. Jeff, that girl has some majorly serious problems. Me, no kidding. Nico, she's no longer welcome here. I'm going to run her out of this town. Me, go get her man. I got to report this to Chris. Nico, okay. Nico went out the door. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. 20 minutes later on the outskirts of the city, Nico was standing on the edge of the city and Scarlett was standing on the border by the sign of Gotham Royal York. Nico, you're a fucking hypocrite, Scarlett. About a month ago, you judged William, Maria, and Stewie for their past crimes and said that they couldn't be trusted. And yet you find it okay to do something like this. Scarlett, fine. I admit that I did try to kill Bridget and everyone else on Total Drama. But I still think you're a fool to trust Rockwell and Dunbar. Who's to say that they won't eventually betray you? Nico, you are no longer welcome in my city, Scarlett. If I ever see you again, I'll kill you. Any chance of redeeming yourself is now gone. As well as any chance of us being friends. I'm a man of my word, Scarlett, and, from this day forward, you are my enemy. Don't ever contact me again. You tell her. Scarlett was exiled from the city and then she revealed her true colors. She let her hair down and her eyes glowed blood red with pure unrestrained evil. Scarlett, I will kill you for this, Chan. I will return and I will have my revenge. I will get stronger and everyone and everything you love and protect will die at my hands. I will kill you for this. I swear it. Nico pointed behind her and she left. Scarlett was exiled. She left through a portal that took her to an uncharted island off the coast of Antarctica. He went back home. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Back at the estate I was talking to Chris McLean through a hologram video phone. Chris, so Scarlett tried to kill Bridget? Me, yeah. She used Blaine Ely as a pawn to try and get revenge on me and all of my team on Total Drama. Trying to blow up Paito Island and bad-mouthing the entire Redemption Squad wasn't enough. Now she controlled Blaine Ely like a puppet and tried to kill Bridget by burying her in a tremendous avalanche in Siberia. Chris, boy, that girl has some majorly serious problems. Me, yes, she's the spawn of Satan. By all accounts her parents created a monster. Chris, yeah, no kidding. So Bridget will be out for 8 to 10 months? Me, no. We managed to use one of Sora's healing potions and Nico used his cure spell from Xehanort's Keyblade to heal her up. She's now in crutches for 2 weeks. Bridget, 2 weeks is better than nothing. Me, yep. Chris, I'm glad you're alright, Bridget. And me and Chef send you our sympathies. But what Scarlett did to you was completely unforgivable. Bridget, thanks Chris. Chris, you are welcome. Me, here's an idea, Chris. You all sang some awesome songs in Total Drama World Tour that are Grammy Award winning, right? Chris, yeah? Me, well, I was thinking in Total Drama Galaxy coming up in the next 11 months, we sing songs. You saw how talented we were when we sang in the Seychelles. Chris, I sure did, and you all have an awesome talent. Singing songs again it is. Me, it'll be like a mixture of American Idol, Star Trek, Star Wars, Fear Factor, Survivor, and Amazing Race. 6 great shows squeezed together. Chris, I know. I can't wait. Me, this is gonna be awesome. Chris, you got that right, JD. Let me know if you have any more challenge ideas. Me, you got it. I gave you 2 more earlier this morning. Chris, true. You did. See ya around, dude. Me, will do, Chris, my man. I hung up. Blaney was racked with guilt, and it was gonna take a while for her to get over it. We put signs all over the roads 200 miles outside of Gotham Royal York, and they said no Scarlet's allowed. And underneath the Gotham Royal York sign was a face of Scarlet, and a skull and crossbones was behind her face. When Nico says a threat, he always goes through with it, and this time there will be no mercy. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Part 2, The Feral Ezekiel Strikes Back. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Sammy was sleeping soundly. As she was doing so, a shadowy figure crept into the house on the roof and went in through the air vents. Sammy was waking up just now, and then she saw right on her bed the figure, and she screamed loudly. Sammy, me and everyone bursted in. Me, Sammy. Are you all? I saw the figure, and it was Freak Ezekiel. Me, it's Ezekiel. And he's feral. Ezekiel, how can that be me, I'm right here. Me, I'll never forget how ugly you were when you were feral, Ezekiel. Let's see how primal he really is against me. I growled and turned into JD the Nocturnal. It was gonna be a fight of the feral beasts. Me, growling ferociously. Freakskill, growling ferociously. I crouched on all fours, and I was looking at him with ferocious fury. Ed, oh, this is way cool. Ed, indeed it is, Ed. It's like what happens when 2 wolves meet. They growl at each other until one of them attacks or gives up. Me, let's take this outside. We don't want to hurt anything here. Freak Ezekiel agreed. Outside we were circling each other. It was like I was about ready to fight Gollum from The Lord of the Rings. Freak Ezekiel had eyes blazing red with predatory rage and bloodthirsty fury. Me, you make me sick looking at you, Freak. Chris had every right to do all those things to you, Freak. He threw you off the plane, got you thrown into a mine full of toxic waste, and now you have the gall to come here to try and get Sammy. Freak Ezekiel roared in guttural fury. Freak Ezekiel, primal roar. Me, you really are a freak. Bring it, you son of a bitch. We went at each other, and I slashed him in the face with my claws. And blasted him with black lightning, and kicked him in the face and slashed him in the chest. Freak Ezekiel then fired a massive blast of vomit at me, and I dodged it, and it hit the ground and melted it like acid. Me, acidic vomit? You are seriously fucked. Gwen, I've had it with this freak. Gwen then pulled out a bazooka in a jar full of sulfuric acid. Gwen had it aimed at Freak Ezekiel. Me, you make me sick, freak show. Gwen fired the sulfuric acid, and it hit Freak Ezekiel and melted him until he was a gory mess of bones and blood. Me, wow. Nice shot, Gwen. We cheered wildly. I changed back. Me, Gwen, that was an awesome job. Gwen, thanks, JD. On Total Drama All Stars, Ezekiel was about to kill Chris for all the humiliation he was put through over the course of the entirety of the show. I remember that. And on World Tour he somehow turned feral. And on the 100th episode of the show on TDAS1 he tried to kill Chris by boiling him in toxic waste. Ezekiel, I can't believe I was like that, I'm sorry I caused all that pain to all of you. Duncan, it's all behind us. Zeke. Courtney, but we got rid of your evil feral freak clone. Actually Gwen is the real hero. She saved the show from having to deal with another freak Ezekiel. I got to tell this to Chris. I went to the living room and told Chris what happened. He was shocked by what went down. Chris, are you serious? J.D? I'm dead serious, Chris. A clone of freak Ezekiel came and he was out to get Sammy to get revenge on her for kicking him all the way into the lake. And Gwen beat him by melting him with sulfuric acid fired from a bazooka. Chris, oh that was awesome. It was. She has a great shot as well. I faced freak Ezekiel as JD the Nocturnal and it was in every way like a clash with two wolves on a nature documentary. Chris, from the way you told me how it went down, it sure looked like it. But who made a clone of freak Ezekiel? We don't have any idea. In fact we don't even know where he came from. Chris, that's weird man. But at least we've seen the last of freak Ezekiel. You saw what he did to me on Total Drama All Stars, right? I sure did. We watched all the shows here in America and what he did was worse than all the insane challenges you put everyone through. But you did humiliate him throughout the entirety of the series. Chris, true, and I'm sorry about that. In all honesty I had no idea I was that ruthless and sadistic. I guess all those reruns here in America during the sore loser fiasco really gave you a chance to reflect on what you've been doing. Chris, it sure did. We talked and we had now seen the last of freak Ezekiel. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Part 3, The Animal Danger Planet Villain. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. It was day 4 of our Earth Day week and our project for the day and the contest was to help animals in a local animal sanctuary out. I was feeding steaks and meat to lions and bears. Nico was feeding fish to polar bears and seals. Will and Lana were feeding a lot of frogs. They were feeding frogs flies and bugs. Will feeds some frogs. I'm actually a fan of frogs. I even have some frog stuff in my room. Lana, you have a lot of talents in feeding frogs. Will. Sam SL and Poorman were feeding some chickens. Poorman, to a chicken, what are you looking at? Sam SL, clucks. The chickens came to her and she fed them. Poorman, that was great Sam. Sam SL, thanks Poorman. It's a talent I have. I just wish my brother could be here to see me now. Luna, hey Sam, I promise we will find him. Lincoln was feeding steaks to wolves. Lincoln, there you go guys. The wolves loved them. Then Gaia appeared. Gaia, Team Loud Phoenix Storm in Plain Tears. What is it Lady Gaia? Gaia, Hoggish Greedley is doing some overfishing down in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You have to stop him before they run out of fish completely. We're on our way. We were off and we were learning all about Hoggish Greedley. He is of pig-like proportions and lives to devour the Earth's natural resources. His love for overconsumption extends to every aspect of his behavior and is particularly evident in his sloppy eating habits. Greedley goes after precious gems and minerals, noble forests, endangered species, whatever will satiate his enormous appetite for any rare, non-renewable resource. Wherever he strikes, Greedley leaves waste and destruction in his wake. Hoggish Greedley's repugnant, hog-like looks are accentuated by his snuffling manner and snorting interjections. Greedley is well aware of his piggish mannerisms. In fact, he delights in using his grossness to frighten and disgust his opponents. His clothes may vary from episode to episode, but his preference for a pig motif, whether in clothes, accessories, or machinery, remains consistent. so he's a pig villain that specializes in harming animals that are endangered? Quame, yes, and he is a very sick monster. Lincoln, I'm in the mood for some succulent and tender pork after this. Me too, buddy. Let's turn that freak into roast ham and bacon. Everyone, yet. We arrived in Rio de Janeiro and we saw a boat loading numerous fish onto it, and there were lots of fish on it. The men were that of hoggish greedily. Me, not this time. Lightning. I fired a blast of lightning from my ring and it hit the boat and electrocuted the men and numbed them, and then the boat exploded. Kaboom. I grabbed the men and threw them towards the beach. On the beach, Hoggish Greedly was having a big lunch and he was eating disgustingly. Then the two men crashed by his feet into the sand. Crash. Hoggish coughs. What's going on? He saw his men in the sand and he pulled them out. Hoggish, what happened? Man coughs. It's Team Loud Phoenix Storm in the plane tears. They're here. I swooped in and kicked Greedly in the face and he crashed into a bunch of umbrellas. We landed by him. Hoggish saw us and he was ugly. Me, boy, you really are a disgusting pig. Hoggish, fuck you. Me, boo. Did you kiss your mother with that mouth? And you are one ugly freak of nature. Nico, Hoggish Greedly, you have failed this city. Me, more like he has failed Earth and the entirety of the animal kingdom. Then a massive blast of lightning exploded out of the ground. The heartless that appeared before us looked like a golem made of pure lightning. Lincoln, Chang Xiu. Terrifying thunder golem, Lincoln Loud. Such a displeasure to see you again. Me, Chang Xiu. But Lincoln killed you. Bisley, brother. How are the Echo villains bringing all my dead brothers back? Me, that's what has me wondering as well. Terrifying thunder golem, so you've encountered some of my brothers as well. Me, we saw Dai Gui and just recently Xiao Feng and now you. Chang Xiu, so you haven't encountered Chengdu yet? Me, no. I have a feeling he's going to be a more powerful adversary than before when I killed him. Lincoln, let's have a rematch, Chang Xiu. This time I won't be holding back. Terrifying thunder golem, then neither will I. Let's make things interesting, shall we? Punches the ground, making it electrified. We flew above it and Lincoln went at Chang Xiu and he punched him in the face. Shrapnel, to Chang Xiu, you are not the only one who can use electricity. Shrapnel fired a massive blast of lightning and it hit him and overloaded him. Punch, it's combo time. Shade Man, you got it. Punch fired his photon beam and Shade Man fired a slash blade from his claws. Punch and Shade Man, photon shadow slash. The attacks combined and turned into a pitch black blade of energy. Tarantulus, it's our turn. Tarantulus terrorize. Tarantulus transformed and he fired his machine gun legs. Viper fired a blast of poison from her mouth. Tarantulus and Viper, Kung Fu Panda Venom Bullet Storm Barrage. The venom and bullets hit the terrifying thunder golem and hurt him. Elena, final smash time. I'll start. Lightning storm shower. Elena held her keyblade up to the sky and a massive storm built up and lightning hit the thunder golem all over the place with powerful lightning. Shrapnel, my turn. Lightning death ray. Shrapnel fired a massive lightning blast and it hit the terrifying thunder golem and electrocuted him. Biza flew at him. Terrifying thunder golem, to Biza, you are wasting your time fighting me, Bisley. I just need to blast you and you'll be dead. Electricity is effective against water, remember? Bisley, but you're forgetting one thing, brother. And that's water short circuits electrical items. Biza fired a powerful blast of water and it hit the terrifying thunder golem and short-circuited him and he was screaming in a lot of pain. Lincoln fired a blast of lightning and sealed him into a statue. Lincoln stripped Chang Xiu of his powers and made them his own. Bisley, great job, Lincoln. Earth, way to go, Linky. Earth hugged him. Chang Xiu, you will pay for this, Lincoln. I will get out of this statue and make you wish you were dead. Lincoln, not on my watch you will. Me, good job Lincoln. Now let's kill this ugly pig. Lincoln, you got it JD. Hoggish then got into a robot suit and we went at him. It was a savage fight. Elena fired a massive blast of lightning and electrocuted him and it blew the left leg of his suit off. Lincoln, this will come as a shock to you. Lincoln channeled billions of volts of electricity and Hoggish screamed in excruciating pain. Will kicked Hoggish in the nose and broke it. Shocker fired a massive blast of sonic energy and it hurt Hoggish's ears badly. Venom, I'm getting hungry for some pork and he will be a tasty snack. Me, you can have a leg and his lower body Venom. Venom, blue tasty. Venom kicked him in the face and punched him in the stomach. Venom, time to tenderize some pork. Venom unleashed a ferocious flurry of punches and kicks onto him. Rhino, let me help with that buddy. Venom, be my guest. Rhino pulverized Hoggish all over the place. Laney, Flora, let's add some herbs and spices to make this pig tasty. Flora, you read my mind Laney. Laney grew herbs and spices and added some flavor to him. Same with Flora and she added all kinds of vegetables and herbs. I saw something stuck to a shack at the edge of a beach. Me, hey what's this? I went over to it and saw that it was a long thin dagger on a handle. In between the dagger and the handle was a ruby. 2 golden thunderbolts came out of the handle. The handle was a small, yet wide handle, allowing for easy grasp. Me, what is this? I pulled it out and it had a powerful level of energy unlike anything I've ever seen or felt. Me, wow. What power? JD2, JD, that dagger you pulled out is a mystical and powerful artifact called a Shen Gong Wu. Me, a tool of God? JD2, that's right, and their power is incredible. It dates back to hundreds of years ago. Shen Gong Wu, Shen Jian Wu, Lit. God work or tool/thing of God, were powerful magical objects created by Grand Master Dashi. The Shen Gong Wu activated one by one over a long period, and both the Xiaolin and the Heilin had ways of detecting their activation. The Xiaolin warriors had Dojo Kanajo Cho, and the Heilin villains had Wuya. Wuya grew more powerful with more Shen Gong Wu, so the Xiaolin dragons in training had to collect as many as they could to stop her. Wuya's story began 1,500 ago, where she fought a great battle between herself and the great Xiaolin master Dashi in the first Xiaolin showdown. Wuya pitted her dark magic against Dashi's Shen Gong Wu, and in the end Dashi was the victor and Wuya was imprisoned in a wooden puzzle box/iron spring. Then, Dashi spread his Shen Gong Wu around the earth so no evil could ever lay the hands on them. Me, wow. It sounds like this Wuya character is really bad news. JD2, she is. And the powers of the Shen Gong Wu are unbelievably strong. Me, then we better be ready for her when the time comes. I want to see what kind of power these have. JD2, okay. What you have in your hands is the Thorn of Thunderbolt. It fires a powerful and deadly blast of lightning. Me, wow. That is lethal and powerful. JD2, it is. In order to activate it, just yell its name. Me, okay. I went over to Hoggish. Me, I'll take it from here guys. I aim the Thorn of Thunderbolt at him. Me, Thorn of Thunderbolt. It fired a powerful and deadly blast of lightning at Hoggish and it electrocuted him with 10 billion volts of electricity. He was deep-fried pork. Me, oh that was awesome. Lincoln, that was so cool JD. Me, it sure was. But that's one less Echo villain we have to worry about. I take my sword and slash Hoggish in half at the waistline and gave it to Venom. He was eating it and Fuzzy and his nephews turned the rest of him into pork and bacon. Me, eating a sandwich, MMM. Good lunch and great job guys. Venom, good pork JD. Nico, this is a delicious lunch. Lincoln, it sure is. Me, well Hoggish may be a bad guy, but he is a tasty and delicious bad guy. We laughed at my joke. Nico got a Dunsparce and a Gligar during the battle. Elena, to the viewers, never overfish or harm the animals that are endangered. They are a part of our planet and we love them. We have to take care of them. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. The first part of the chapter I got out of inspiration from SA Graphics 1997 picture on DeviantArt for Total Drama called Total Drama, Visiting Hours, and that's what gave me the idea and the inspiration for it. Credit goes to you for the idea and inspiration. Thanks man. I really hate Hoggish Greedly, not only because of his looks but also because of his eating habits and how he threatens the lives of all endangered species. I also wanted to include getting the Thorn of Thunderbolt Shen Gongwu to add some interest. We're gonna get the Shen Gongwu to prepare for the fight with the Halen and Luia. Part 4 is done. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man as usual. Next up is how trash and toxic waste affects the oceans and the sea life and how we can clean it up. See you all next time.